Book Summary: The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. The Science of Getting Rich is a classic self-help book by Wallace D. Wattles has everything that it takes to attract abundance in our lives. Feel there are blocks in your path? You don't get your dues? You are suffering when it comes to money game? Read this book and those blocks are bound to disappear. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles was first published in 1910, and it was a source of inspiration for several important works, such as the book The Secret, by Rhonda Byrne, which turned the law of attraction popular. Introduction. The author was born in America and, in his early days, had to go through periods of significant stress, poverty, and failure. He finally decided to change his life. In his words, "If you do not become wealthy, prosperous, and healthy, then understand that you have unknowingly chosen to become poor, unsuccessful, and sick." According to the author, this book has been written to make every woman or man rich. Throughout all chapters, the author conveys the teachings that could change your life forever in simple and straightforward language. Chapter 1: The Right to be Rich. With money, it is easier and easier to get a man's whole and prosperous life. Constant development is the only objective of our lives, and man's mental, physical, and spiritual development is possible with money. Therefore, knowing the science of becoming rich in today's earth age is essential. There is no greater sin in this world than satisfying for less. Why be met with less when you can achieve great success? The desire to become rich is essential for developing body, mind, and soul, the three parts of our life. Along with bread, clothes, and houses, freedom from hard work, good literature, and other entertainment tools for the mind and love for the soul are essential for the body. And in poverty, there cannot be the satisfaction of these three, i.e., body, mind, and soul. Therefore, to be rich is our first duty. First, you should aspire to become rich and study collaborative science carefully to fulfill it. Chapter 2: There is a Science of Getting Rich. The author says richness also has a rule, like mathematics and physics. Anyone can become rich by learning and following them. Continuous effort with a fixed working system leads to wealth. People who inadvertently follow this practice become rich, while the rest remain poor even after working hard. Becoming rich is not the result of a particular environment or profession. Even wealth is not concerned with intelligence, special abilities, or talent. Often, very talented people in the world work with low talent. Amiri is also not the result of collecting money from misers. It is essential to strive for a defined methodology to become rich continuously. Looking at the number of rich and low number of poor in the world, the question can be asked whether the path to becoming rich is complicated. Not because nature has already given us all the necessary qualities to become rich, then only intelligent, talented, foolish, healthy, unhealthy, strong, and weak people have become rich. If a man from your city can become rich, you can also become rich. You can perform your best only if you put your hand in the work you are interested in. If your neighbor is more successful than you in the same business, it means there is a difference in the functioning of both of you. If you want to be rich, you must adopt your neighbor's functioning. Chapter 3: Is opportunity monopolized? No individual has a monopoly on money. Nature allows everyone to take advantage of the opportunity. Whether Raja or Ranka, rich or poor, servant or possessor, nature gives everyone equal opportunities to move forward. Servants are not impoverished by their bosses, pressing them or crushing them through big business. Still, those people's functioning, thinking, and attitudes oppose the science of richness. Chapter 4: The First Principle in the Science of Getting Rich. Our brain is the center of thoughts where thoughts are born. Everything we make is first created in the brain. It is not possible to create any kind without thinking. Till now, all our efforts have been done by manual labor. Any construction, conversion, or transformation is being done only. Thoughts have yet to think about creation from amorphous elements. We are still dependent on the means of nature to fulfill our thoughts. To think about new construction without manual labor, it is necessary to believe the following fundamental facts. Everything is formed from the element of thought. This is the primary substance present everywhere in different shapes and forms in visible and invisible forms. Objects are manufactured according to the idea born inside this element. The human mind has the ability to get desired results through these thoughts. By doing your favorite tasks, you start thinking about what you like to believe. This is the first rule of wealth. We can think of everything we want to believe. This is the greatest gift of God to man. But thinking about the invisible, future, is more complex than the visible, present. Because it is straightforward to agree with what appears while thinking about the hidden, planning it is difficult. That's why most people run away from it. Accepting what is visible before us is easy, so whatever we see becomes our thinking. On the contrary, it is complex and honest work to prepare your thinking and make it come true. Only think or see what you want to get, do not think about what you do not wish to. Avoid attending religious gatherings where it is mainly taught that wealth is the root of all evils and disasters. Stay away from books, magazines that move in the opposite direction of the goal. Have complete faith in the above 3 facts, follow them without argument and debate, and include them in your habit. Chapter 5: Increasing Life. Extension is a symptom of life. Each living substance seeks a continuous expansion for itself. The growth will always continue and should remain for the development of life. Our brain also likes to increase. Each thought gives rise to a new idea. It is our birthright to wish for more than nature. God wants you to be rich too. He aims to showcase the best through you. You can also help God in this great work. Nature desires that you will also get everything you want to achieve. Naturally, everything belongs to you. First, accept this truth. Your objective should not be motivated by selfishness, but Bahujan Shakaya, should be inspired by happiness. Your goal should be to sustain life physically, mentally, and spiritually. This is the right way to live. Naturally, we all specialize in this art. Living a lacking, abusive, and insignificant life is like living like an animal. Remember, both excessive selfishness and dedication are the major roadblocks to success. God wants your sacrifice. Do not trust such orthodox things. God wants you to do your best, through which you can also genuinely help other people. You have to be rich to perform at your best. Stay away from snooping, jealousy, and competition. Do not argue excessively. Do not cheat anyone for personal interest. Only work for someone or work for someone with less value than qualification. Do not look at someone else's property with contempt. Stay away from helpless trends as far as possible. God has given more merit to a particular person, it is not. We all have the same abilities. It would help if you become a producer, not a competitor, then you will get everything you want to achieve, and in this order, you will be paid dividends to all the people associated with you. All the powers are ready to create the wealth required for your richness. But the question is, are you ready? Chapter 6: How Riches Come to You. A customer cannot be given an item of more value than the price shown by him, but he can be given a more functional and higher quality item for him. Helping people becomes much easier for you when you focus your attention on construction, leaving competition. Then you stop fighting another and start coping with yourself. This method is the most simple. Anything can be attained through solid willpower, provided that the benefit of other people is also hidden behind your wish. There is no need to panic, shy, or hesitate to wish for more. According to Isha Christ, ask will be given to you, knocking gate will be opened for you, seek path will be shown to you. Whatever we need for abundance in life, the essential element is doing the work of sending it to us, and we will always do it. Hopes, aspirations, and expectations are God's blessings. They are infinite like God, so only God can fulfill it. Then, how hesitant to expect more? Most people are victims of misconceptions. Anika believes that God can be pleased by living a life of poverty, sacrifice, and compromise. They consider poverty as a game of destiny created by God. Chapter 7: Gratitude. Controlling and balancing the brain for a set goal can be made simple and possible through your grateful approach. First, you must believe that all types of activities start with intelligent elements. The second element is the only source for fulfillment of your everyday desires. And third, the only way to reconcile with it is gratitude. Poor people mean a lack of gratitude. They do not say that God has done a great injustice to them by writing poverty in their fate. By saying this, they constantly interrupt the particular program God has prepared for them. All the things that are reaching you today are traveling toward you through a predetermined path. Your gratitude increases the pace of this journey and opens up more avenues for you to access the important things to you. Appreciation also protects your brain from harmful and fatal thoughts. The lack of consistency in gratitude leads to a feeling of mistrust. The moment distrust arises in the mind, it starts to collapse. When you begin to focus your attention on poverty or helplessness, your brain starts preparing and transmitting the feelings related to them. As a result, you start attracting people who match your feelings. A grateful mind always gives rise to positive thoughts. It is programmed for profitable results, so it always gets beneficial effects. To fulfill your purpose, you have to be grateful for everything, good and bad. Refrain from wasting your time in vain by discussing unnecessary or damaging topics. A unique plan of God has been working for a long time to reach us wherever we are today. Instead of refuting this plan, we should assume that God is right in His place and He wants our good. Chapter 8, Thinking in a Certain Way. To get what you want, first, you have to program your brain for it. Only then will your brain be able to transmit the related waves. Many people are not able to do this because they already expect results. They are always in a dilemma about their wishes. In such a situation, they fail to convey their point of view to the thought element. When you start working on your thoughts with distrust and doubt, you have already ensured your failure. Always think big. You start experiencing your future like the present. Keep an eye on your goal and continuously nurture your thoughts in leisure moments. In such a situation, your brain starts vibrating. Particular types of waves start emitting in it. Like Aladdin, everything is in your hands. You have to protect yourself from becoming a Sheikh Shilly. Realizing your dream should be your first objective, and believing you can make it come true. Chapter 9, How to Use the Will. Willpower can help you a lot to become rich. Use your will for yourself, not for the other, even if it is suitable for him. Use your choice to think in a sure direction and get the desired fruit. Try to avoid spreading your thoughts in 10 tips at a time. The deeper your faith and purpose, the faster you will achieve success. If you want to be rich, it is okay to study poverty. We cannot make dreams come true by doing something in the opposite direction. By studying diseases, we try to find healing. By looking at sin, we try to learn virtue. Refrain from wasting your time in vain in the affairs of organizations about charity or religion and the destruction of poverty. Only by trying to become rich can you fight poverty. Low-income people need inspiration, kindness, mercy, or begging, but the poor need inspiration. If you want to help the poor, you first become rich, then enable the poor to become rich. Chapter 10, Further Use of the Will. It is useless to expect the dream to come true when opposing it or working in the opposite direction. Do not overthink about the troubles or struggles of yesterday. Refrain from repeatedly discussing the weak economic conditions or difficulties of your ancestors. By doing this, your brain will start to suffer from inferior feelings. As a result, it slows down the speed of your positive thoughts. Take time to learn good things. Stay away from people giving disappointing information or magazines. God has put the seed of success in your mind. Nourish it day and night with positive thoughts, protect it from the negative, and create an environment for it so that it can grow in the right direction. To reach the peak of success is the greatest goal of human life. It is against the laws of nature to try to become rich through the path of competition, but when the same thing is done with creative ideas, everything changes. You have to stick to your dream. Chapter 11, Acting in a Certain Way. Thought is the driving force that produces creative energy and produces desired results for us. Thinking about your dream can only encourage you, but this will not work. If the necessary efforts are not made to realize it, your plan can die. So far, humans have yet to progress so much that they can build things only by thinking. Therefore, ideas also require our efforts to achieve the desired. Work on your vision correctly. Only then will you be able to make your dream come true. On realizing the supra, things reach you by walking alone, but the ability to accept them will only come after working with you. Otherwise, items will pass through your eyes. and you can see them just by rubbing your hands. It would help if you tried it immediately. Do not postpone your efforts because you are not in the right business or environment. Do your best to focus on the present. Do not waste your time by being angry about the past. Refrain from wasting your time in vain by overthinking about the coming tomorrow. Do not expect that everything will be elusive or mysterious. Take your time and environment to change. Chapter 12, Efficient Action. You will progress only when you wish more than the present and try more to get it, because your desire for more may prove futile due to lack of effort. The world is progressing today due to the efforts of those who expect more. Get into the habit of completing as much work today as possible. Those who postpone the jobs of today continue to ensure their failure simultaneously. After trying with dedication, many powers become active in achieving success. You may not get results according to your efforts, but knowing this, consider the small steps. Both small and big actions are essential. What is important is not how much work you have done, but how much work you have done efficiently. Nothing can be achieved other than failure if only a few things are done efficiently. On the contrary, the job done efficiently gives you success, so you can achieve the desired success by working efficiently throughout life. Most people need to establish the right synergy between mental and physical powers. They think something and do something else. Right, wrong, whatever you believe and do, there is a loss of very suitable control, so why not try and use the energy in the right direction? As a result, 100% success will be in your first. Once you have success, you open many other doors of success. Chapter 13, Getting into the Right Business. To handle any task successfully, your dedication, as well as your skill in doing that work, requires special attention. It is often only possible to complete the job with dexterity. Your skill allows you to finish related work successfully, but you don't need to also become rich through it. The world is filled with thousands of people who are fully adept in their work but are not rich. It is okay to be efficient in doing something, but using your skills in the right direction is essential. Your brain is the best tool given to you by God. With proper use, you can quickly become rich in the business or business you like to do. Your success in the industry is almost sure, in whose development you put your body, mind, and all abilities and abilities. You can succeed in any business but are not necessarily an expert. Even if you are entirely new to it, then it can be made successful by learning it. But it is easier to succeed in the business of your interest. Doing favorite things is another name for life. Desires are a sign of power. Complete each of your tasks with perfection. Both unnecessary delay and speediness are fatal for you. Chapter 14, The Impression of Increase. Nature also likes abundance. The message of God is also about quantity. Every living thing on this earth has the same desire, abundance. Interruption means death. According to Jesus Christ, more will be given to those who need more but will be withdrawn from the satisfied. Wishing wealth is not a crime or a sin, it is just a means of creating abundance. Wishing for abundance is the voice of our soul. Motivate the person you come in contact with to move quickly towards abundance. Feel that you are moving fast towards success. At the same time, you are also helping thousands of people achieve success. Make yourself so much more positive that everyone who comes in contact with you feels essential and positive for themselves. Please provide them with a more valuable service than the price charged to them. Remember to use other people for your selfishness. Do not deceive people, nor try to fool them. Do not try to make others dance on your finger or on someone else's likeness. Become the creator of your destiny yourself. Stay away from competition, haste, or competition. Remember Jones's golden rule, treat others as you want them to. Chapter 15, The Advancing Man. Your boss will be happy with your work and help you succeed. Remember the principle of richness in your job. Remember that an employee who works with hard work and honesty is the most incredible wealth of his boss. That is why he has to work where his boss wants rather than where he wants. Keep your success in mind, strengthen your decision, and keep constant efforts in a specific direction. Start encouraging all the people you come in contact with to succeed. No industrial, political, or economic situation can stop you from moving forward. Your success is finding a way to happen independently. You must give it direction. Take the opportunities on the way while moving in the direction of Amiri. Opportunities are related to each other. Because their connections are invisible, it is hard to guess which occasion will be your first success. When you are determined to get hit, then the responsibility of God to make your success reach you is in the universe. You continue your efforts. Chapter 16, Some Cautions and Concluding Observation. Whether you belong to any country, caste, place, or society, you can become rich anytime by moving ahead on the path set for the rich. Your becoming rich will not only be a matter of respect for your nation, caste, society, and place, but also open new paths of success for others. Refrain from wasting time in vain by thinking more than necessary about possible future calamities. Focus all your attention on the work to be done daily. When you become adept at successfully handling day-to-day work, the chances of future misfortunes will automatically disappear. Whatever is happening right or inappropriate, develop the attitude of seeing it as a collaborative work in the creation system of the universe, and never be disappointed. Be patient in not getting what you want by working in the sure order. Your desired success will be in front of you after some time. Remember that great opportunities are identified with the mind, not the eyes. Abraham concludes the book with the words of Lincoln, "Weak people seek safety while winning opportunities." Conclusion. Okay, but how can I apply this in my life? To embrace Wallace D. Wattles' The Science of Getting Rich, remember. Use positive thinking. It's the only force that can produce tangible riches. Be grateful. The law of gratitude is a natural principle of action and reaction. God wants you to be rich. Get rid of the thought of competition. Do business without deceiving or taking advantage. No one has anything you cannot have without having to take care of it. Be a creator, not a competitor. You can have everything you want, suitable for the people around you. We should adopt the path of creativity by leaving the way of competition. We must build a personal dream in our mind and continuously nurture it through positive thoughts while increasing the depth of our purpose and belief. Please avoid negative thoughts until you get the desired success, as it can kill your dream by decreasing your faith. We must try to get what we want while staying in the present environment. Soon, everything starts changing automatically according to our thinking. The Science of Getting Rich Book Review. The Science of Getting Rich is a classic self-help book by Wallace D. Wattles that emphasizes the power of positive thinking and a mindset of abundance to achieve wealth and success. The author stresses the importance of visualizing and believing in one's success, aligning thoughts with actions, and maintaining gratitude. While some concepts may feel dated, the book offers timeless wisdom on harnessing the law of attraction and taking proactive steps towards financial prosperity. However, readers should approach it critically and supplement it with modern resources for a comprehensive understanding of wealth-building strategies. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share. See you in next videos.